Zion we go. On to 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 Zion we go. Unto Zion we go, Jah, thy salvation come to each our nation, and when we come together to unite as one, tell you truly our freedom will come. So open up your hearts and receive healing of the Almighty, clean hands and a heart so pure. Clean hands and a heart so pure. Can you do a little more reverb on us?
I think you can't hear me because I'm not coming through. Can you hear me? Check. No.
Can't hear her.
Hello. Check 1, 2.
Hey, good to see you.
Check, check. Oh, it was the cord. Woo! Amazing sound engineer, figuring out all the problems. Do you think that's enough reverb? Does it sound good?
Picked out. If there's some different one, maybe that you can think of, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's kind of like a kind of. We don't have to be this. The banks of beautiful river. Will you meet her there when the journey is near? The banks of the beautiful river. Will you meet her there? Will you meet her there? Right over there. 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 At the banks of the beautiful river. Will you meet her there when the journey is near? At the banks of the beautiful river. Will you meet her there? Will you meet her there? Right over there. 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 At the banks of the beautiful river. Will you meet her there when my journey is near? At the banks of the beautiful river. Will you meet her there? Will you meet her there? Right over there. 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 By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we went. When we remembered Zion, for the wind carried us away, captivity required from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha song in our strange land? How can we sing Queen Omega song in our strange land? By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept when we remembered Zion. Oh, for the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? How can we sing Queen Omega's song in a strange land? So let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Override. So let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Override. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept when we remembered Zion. Oh, for the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept when we remembered Zion. Oh, for the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. How can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? How can we sing Queen Omega's song in a strange land? So let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Override. So let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Override.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Margie, and we sure do appreciate everybody that's here today. Thank you, Sakshi, and I sure appreciate that. That helps because I know. Away. Did that work? Thank you. I appreciate that. So I think we got everything organized. That was a beautiful song. What's the name?
What was a mashup between a song called Beautiful River and By the Rivers of Babylon?
Yes, I did. I heard all of that. That was fantastic. So that was our first song of the morning. And welcome to New Thought. We are first going to have Science of Mind read by Reagan. If you can. You may have to do a whole lot of those for me.
Thank you, sound team. We appreciate you. We're glad we're not sitting behind that console. Good morning, everybody. So I'm reading from the Guide for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind magazine, reading today's reading. It's July 12th. And the title of the reading today is God is Personal. Okay. Two quotes to start. The first one's from Platonius, which is interesting, from the Aeneids. And it says, "Withdraw into yourself and look. And if you do not yet see yourself as beautiful, then act as does the creator of a statue. Never cease chiseling away until the divine splendor of virtue shines out on you and through you." Second quote from Ernest Holmes, our buddy from New Thought. Ernest says, "We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence." Okay, the reading. "The same creative intelligence that shapes the cosmos is present within us, not in our bodies, but at the center of our being. And this means that self-awareness becomes a path to divine knowledge. The same creative intelligence that shapes the cosmos is present within us. This is our path to experiencing profound intuition and spiritual realization. These are not simply personal experiences, but internal portals to the infinite mind of God. This can be so profound that to some, they completely reject the notion of being divine presence. No, not me, they may proclaim. It's a lot to accept. But once I accept the truth of this, my intuitive sensibilities and sensitivities opened up wide. Often when I counsel someone, I stop and listen to the story being told and empty my mind. Inevitably, when I stop thinking, a new perception, often in the form of a question, arises in my consciousness, seemingly from nowhere. And it immediately changes the trajectory of the conversation towards a healing outcome. Sometimes when we attempt to be logical and sensible, we get in our own way. We can hold the divine as our source, and what may well come through us is something greater than our life experiences could have provided. Okay. And our affirmation, I'll read it, then we'll do it together. I always know what I need to know to reveal the divine essence in my being. Okay, let me say it. I always know what I need to know to reveal the divine essence in my being. Take that in. Yeah.
So let's all just get centered and we'll have a moment of silent meditation. We can all do this individually, and I will let us know when we'll come back. And I'd like to welcome everyone to New Thought. We have been in this particular area since 1971. We were founded in 1971, the Kona Community Church of Religious Science. We've had Sunday services continuously from that time in Keauhou and in Kalakakua since 1999. What happened to us, we had COVID happen, and that wasn't fun. That was a little bit nerve-wracking. So we didn't come at that time, and we began having things that we could do online. So everybody can be out there and see this at the time that the service is going on. So we have a blessing from a difficult situation, which happens a lot of times. We're affiliated with the New Thought Alliance, which is an umbrella organization, and this is the symbol of what we have. And you can see on there, there's not one specific spiritual or religious affiliation that's on there. Thank you. It helps a lot when people can give me words to speak. I really like that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to allow our guest speaker, who is Kelley Sypher. Ah, I said it right? I'm so good. Sorry about that. She's going to give us a question for us to answer, and we're going to pass the microphone and answer the question. We're going to give our name and our answer, and just a few words. We don't need paragraphs. So if you want to go ahead, and I'll pass this around.
Okay. So the question is, when do you feel most connected to spirit?
When do you feel most connected to spirit?
Or where?
Or where? When or where? Or how? Or
When I'm asleep.
and Rob. Your name's Rob. I'm tired. Sorry.
Name.
Thank you.
And your energy. I'm Tony, and I would say when my mind is quiet and my heart is open.
I'm Shelba, and when I am in nature.
Elisha Leilani. When I'm out in nature and I realize that I am here now.
Good morning, I'm Leah. When I'm in the ocean or anywhere in nature, and when I'm truly listening.
I'm Pasha. What a good question. Well, I'm going to say in the early morning on our meditation porch overlooking the ocean.
Deanna, when I'm meditating by the ocean and dancing.
I'm Terry. I guess when I'm outside and appreciating everything there.
Aloha, I'm Pomaikai, and everywhere, every day, every breath, every moment.
Hi, I'm Faith. I guess dance. I don't know. I'm a dancer. Sure.
I'm Don, and I would say when I'm experiencing harmonious sound, and I feel it through my whole body.
Good morning, I'm Nigel. Probably when I'm trusting of my heart and open to gratitude and service.
Hi, I'm Laura. I think the answer is I am spirit.
Good morning, my name is Reagan. I would say anytime and anywhere I'm in a spirit of quiet gratitude.
I'm Candy, and sleep, and the where is in nature.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'll go around. I'll go around. You stay. Yeah, it's fine. But you guys could share. Oh, no, you didn't. What about them? Down over already did. Go ahead. You have a microphone. Go ahead. I think you could do. Leon? Right? Are you messing with him? No.
Check.
There it is.
Okay, great. Aloha, everybody. My name is Atis, and I feel most spiritual when I'm meditating and when I'm dancing and when I'm in nature. Yeah, that's my combo.
My name is Sakshi, and I would say in nature, in meditation, and in states of gratitude.
Thank
And I'm Kelley, and I feel most connected to spirit when I am in nature and when I am practicing sound healing, and when I'm in gratitude, which is all day, every day.
Thank you. And I'm Margie, and I would say on my lanai, looking out over the woods and listening to the birds. And now we get to hear some more singing. Yay! You see, this is good.
The guitar isn't on the speaker. There it is. Thank you. This next one is an original called Butterfly. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly, telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes. If you want me, look inside. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly, telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes. If you want me, look inside. And when I'm feeling all alone, I still know you'll always lead me home. And when I forget my way, you'll always be there for me. This is what you say. Oh, when I'm feeling all alone, I still know you'll always lead me home. And if I forget my way, you'll always be there for me. This is what you say. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly, telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes. If you only look inside. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly, telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes. If you only look inside. If you only look inside. If I could touch the things feel when I would see and know what's real. And I lay down my life just to have you by my side. Feels so good when we're together, and I never want to sever this affection that we have. You're my world and I'm so glad. Feels so good when we're together, and I never want to sever this connection that we have. You're my world and I'm so glad to be with you, and to know this feeling's true. To be with you, this is all I want to do. To be with you, and to know this feeling's true. To be with you, this is all I want to do. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes if you only look inside. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes if you only look inside. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes if you only look inside. Oh, I've been touched by a butterfly telling me not to cry. There's a brighter day in your eyes if you only look inside. If you only look inside. If you only look inside. 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 Oh, look inside. Look inside. Look inside. Look inside. Oh, look inside.
Standing ovation.
Thank you.
We really enjoyed that.
Bravo.
Thank you so much. And now we're to the place in the service that we're going to do miracles and ordinaries. So if you've had something the last week or maybe the last few years, or some of us maybe the last 60 or 70, let's not think about that. But anyway, so if you'd like to come up and share with us, it might be ordinary, it might be a miracle, it might be both. So that's all. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay, I have a miracle finally to share. Everybody every year knows my daughter is a prima ballerina, and she always has a wonderful part or two or three or four in the Nutcracker, which is coming up again this year. And usually it's at the Kahilu Theater. And a lot of people here want to go, but they just feel like driving up there is just a bit much. And they keep asking about the Aloha. And I keep saying, well, we can't go to the Aloha because the floor isn't supportive enough of our people. So guess what? I guess they fixed their floor because we're going to have not one, not two, but 3 shows at the Aloha Theater. So tell all your friends.
Yay.
And if you just got to go for the glitz and be in a real theater and go to Kihilu, we're having 2 shows there as well. So yay. It's all in December. It's like, we'll get a poster with the dates on it and post it out here, but and ask me because I have it in my phone, but I don't have it in my head. So yeah, good news.
Thank you so much. We've been looking forward to that. I would let Faith come and take a bow, but I don't think she wants to do that. So.
I'm Deanna, and it wasn't maybe coming today, but then I read about our speaker, and
That's okay. That's fine. That means something. That's fantastic.
and I also been in a car accident recently. Margie's been working on me, but I better come today.
Thank you. And she has been involved in healing also. I'm wanting to get a whole bunch of people together that do this. She does yoga and nutrition and fascia release, which she's been doing for years. So I want to spotlight her too, and I want to get some people together. This is exciting because of what we're going to hear this morning. But before we do that, does anybody else have a miracle or good? Thank you. A tease.
Yes.
I did that right. Oh.
That's a miracle right there. So I just wanted to share just like a moment of like praise and gratitude. Sakshi and I have been like working towards just like freedom with like work and make sure that it feels like play and it's fun and it's passion. And it's something when we first met that, both of us were working like a regular 9 to 5, and we're just like, we don't want to do this. We feel like we're just giving so much energy away to things that, like it's just to make money. And so over the years we've been dating, we've like slowly been curating our life so we can move towards that freedom. And I feel like we're just like right on track, just doing the things that we love with playing music, working at Kona Quantum Vitality. And it's truly things that we love, and it makes a huge difference. And I don't know, I just feel like from the inside out, I'm just like glowing because I'm just literally doing things that I love, or we're doing things that we love. And that's how we're living. And it's really beautiful to live life like that. So
Thank you. I think it's great. Yes, we do. We do. We support you. Thank you. Anyone else? So we're going to get into our speakers time now. I met Kelley. It's interesting because we were walking out. We had come to White Eagle's talk, and we just I had never met her before, and for some reason this something came from the sky and woo, right there, right on top of her. I said, "Hey, hi, who are you?" And I think I did that. And then she tells me, and we start talking, and I say, "Whoa, she's doing," and you can see up here the tuning forks that she has, and she has this pyramid with the crystal, which makes sound. And she's going to be doing the bowls later in class. So we just started talking, and I said, "You can do that, and what are you doing?" And I said, then yesterday we were talking, and I said, "This sound stuff, that's pretty new." I said, "No, it ain't. It ain't new. Ancient." I said, Oh, me, I don't know that. It's completely new to me. I've been reading some things and I'm really interested in it because it can heal bones, you said, and maybe it can get some of us that are a little bit confused sometimes. In there. we would, anything that's going to put the thoughts back in order like it should be. And the hurts. I mean, see, we didn't have any of that when I started. Is that? Ooh, yes. Da 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 da. So anyway, Kelley's been learning this work. She's been practicing it. Shelba and I went to hear her at the Wellness Festival in Ocean View a couple of months ago in April, and she let us know that she'll go ahead and discuss that she was in a bad wreck. And I think I read recently you had 100 surgeries, over 100 surgeries. She was hit head on. And they did have to take her right leg after a while. I mean, it's been rough. And she has become attuned to Reiki and become ordained and began learning more about the amazing power of sound healing. She studied with various spiritual teachers and healers, including Walking Bull on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, Rose Collegian, and Vivasvan. Thank you. Anyway, and she's worked with White Eagle Medicine Woman. Today, she's going to be giving us information, which is going to be completely new to me because I did get to hear her once, but it was just a little drop in the bucket. So we're going to get to hear a whole lot more. Thank you.
So the first thing that I want to say is thank you so much, New Thought Center, for welcoming me to be here and for all of you to actually be here listening to thank you so much, to my story. So I am Kelley Sypher, and I am the facilitator, space holder, and founder of Sypher Soulworks Healing Arts. I have been on the spiritual path of my destiny since I was a very small child. And it has not been easy. Walking the path of the destiny of a shaman or healer is quite difficult for most people. Maybe some can just glide along on it, but not for me. It was a hard-won battle. Ever since I was a very small child, I've always been very, very different, ridiculed, made fun of, kind of cast out, because even when I was very, very small, I was accessing healing energy even before I knew what it was. I was intuitive, knowing when people were going to show up for dinner or when someone was going to get hurt or get sick or so on and so forth before it happened. I remember when I was going to school, my grandparents and my mom and my aunts and uncles were always like, Kelley, keep all your clothes on, even at recess, because I had the tendency to run wild. And if you get any of your feelings, don't share them, because people would think I was weird, which they ended up thinking I was weird anyway. And I went through most of my life thinking that, or feeling like I was so different and weird. But I stayed the path of my destiny. I never veered off the path. I became a hairstylist and massage therapist at first, trying to facilitate healing with massage. And actually, hairdressing is very healing for a lot of people when they sit in your chair and you're shaping their hair. I call it the chair of truth. And so much would come out. People would tell me so many things like I was their therapist. And they would always feel better when they left. And I'm going to keep this part as short as I can so I can get on to the actual important everything. So I was a hairstylist and massage therapist and skincare expert. I had studied with Adelma Grenier-Simmons, who ran Capperland's Herb Farm in Connecticut. I studied with Rose Kalayjian, an apprenticeship with herbalism in Florida. I lived in the temple with Vivas Van Das for a year in Tampa. And I've studied with various other spiritual gurus throughout my life, always seeking, and on the Pine Ridge Reservation, always seeking the knowledge and seeking something that was going to open all the doors for me. When I was involved in a head-on collision with a drunk driver who I suffered catastrophic injuries and miracle. I'm a walking, talking miracle. Somebody asked about the miracles. Walking, talking miracle right here, because by all rights, I should not be here. All of my bones were broken. I suffered massive internal injuries, a closed head wound. I lost almost all of my blood. I had over 100 surgeries. In the first 24 hours, I was in surgery the whole entire 23 of those hours, and then every other day for 2 weeks while I was in ICU, and then every 2 days while I was in the private room, just to kind of put me back together so I could begin to recover. And then internal fixator everywhere, all metal inside. And then about a year and a half later, I had to decide to let them cut off my leg because it wasn't healing. But all during this time, these spiritual doors were opening for me. I was being visited by incredible spiritual advisors from the Bible all the way to, the Bhagavad Gita. I was meeting so many people who were doing Reiki energy on me and healing energy on me and helping me along my path of spiritual healing. I actually got to go back to my childhood summer home in Pine Grove, Niantic, Connecticut, where one of the first spiritualist camps in the country were ever built in the 1800s, and psychics and healers and all kinds of spiritual beings come to this place still, even to this day. And I was able to go back there and meet with these people. And they were telling me tremendous things. Some of them remembered me from when I was a very young child and saying, I remember you and your light was so bright. So that was quite incredible. And I continued my path, going on to become an ordained minister, going on to receive my Reiki master, and continuing, even though I was going through hell in the Hot Wheels, still ministering to people, and people telling me all the time, Kelley, you are such an inspiration. You're such an inspiration. And I'm like, I don't know how I can be an inspiration in these wheels. I'm not standing up. I'm not dancing. I'm not doing anything special. And then I realized I am doing something special because I lived, and I can share this inspiration with people who have suffered as much as me, or not even as much as me, but they need that guidance. They need that light. They need something to say, I'm okay, I'm worthy, I'm good. And also, if she can do it, so can I. And that kind of became a slogan for me. If I can do it, so can you, for a lot of people. And then I decided that I was going to move to Washington State after all of this happened. So I got my little modern day covered wagon, Toyota Dolphin, POS, barely limping along. And I drove across the country to Washington, where I met my fiance. And I also took many courses on healing energy and Reiki energy, all sorts of ethereal energy. And I started putting that into practice. And I realized that everything that had happened, even up into that moment, even up to this moment, has been my path of destiny. And when I strayed off my path, I was not happy. There was a few times, where something looked a little easier. So I would go that way, but I was never happy, even though it might have been a little bit easier. And yeah, I had the house and I had the boyfriend and I was taking care of the horses. They weren't mine, but I wasn't happy. And that boyfriend, even though he was a really great guy, his father was a surgeon and his mother was a nurse. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they were very much into, there's no such thing as healing energy. You can't meditate your way to ascension, or sound can't heal you. And, I was really getting pulled off my path by that. And that's when Spirit said, you got to get on that path. And that's when they crashed into me and all of this happened. And if you look back through time at many shamans and healers, most of them, not all, but most, have been maimed or have some sort of affliction, because it's the sacrifice that you have to give in order to receive all these amazing gifts, to be able to bring forth all of this help for other people. At least this is how I understand it. So I continued that path of healing, and I was healing people. I was using my herbalism and healing a lot of people in my neighborhood, and practicing Reiki and really helping people, and intuitive readings, really helping people in my neighborhood. And then sound therapy literally just kind of fell into my lap. Like, I went to a sound bath and I was just moved beyond all recognition. And then I saw a gong sound bath on YouTube, and it was so incredible. And I said, there's something here. And I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, there's something here. And I started studying sound therapy and frequencies. And the calmness that comes over your mind and your body when you're listening to certain frequencies, the elevation of your spirit, and how things just kind of start to flow again for you, made me really start to delve and dive very deep into frequencies. And what has been discovered, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, and has been proven by science, is that there are frequencies now that they have discovered that can actually grow tissue. There was a study done in Stanford University. A gentleman needed heart surgery. He needed some kind of heart patch. I don't know what that is, but that's what he needed. And they took a needle biopsy of his heart, and they put it in a petri dish, and they subjected it to frequencies. I don't know which frequency, but frequencies, for about 3 months. And in that 3-month period, those cells multiplied and, not regenerated, but they grew into enough of a piece of his own DNA, his own flesh, his own body material, so he could have his heart patch without having to have some piece of plastic or a pig valve or a cow valve or another human donor. It grew his own tissue. That was the stepping stone for me, where I was like, this is real. This is amazing. Then fibromyalgia studies. And if anybody here suffers from fibromyalgia or knows anybody who suffers from that debilitating disease, sometimes you can't get out of bed because you just hurt so bad. And they did a study on, like, I think it was 50 people, Harvard, and they subjected these people to frequencies twice a week for 1 hour at a time. No medication, no exercises, no stretching, just frequencies. And what they found was every single one of the participants reported a 75% decrease in pain. 25% of them came off all of their medication, and all of them said they were sleeping better. And that was from listening to the solfeggio frequencies. It was 528 hertz. 528 hertz is also known as the miracle frequency. And this is what has really changed my life, because I suffer with pain every day of my life. And sometimes I have to take drugs, prescribed drugs, I should say, to get through the day, to get out of bed. And since I have been using my frequencies every day on myself, I have cut my medication tremendously. 528 hertz is known as the healing frequency. It alleviates pain. It actually helps to regenerate your DNA. It rebuilds tissue. It's associated with the solar plexus chakra. So with your gut feelings and that area of your body that you need for healing, that center, it activates and clears out that center. I can't go all the way around to the back, but if anybody comes to my sound bath, I will be going around individually with this and my pyramid as well. But the frequencies have actually opened up more doorways for me for my destiny since I have started using my frequencies. Number one, my pain has been able to be reduced, and the amazing changes that I've seen in people around me who are getting treatments with me or coming to my sound baths, they all tell me, I feel so much lighter after I'm with you, after I have a treatment with you, after I have a sound bath with you. You're changing my life. My children are calmer. I just had an experience last Wednesday at Ina Estates. There was I did one treatment. There was hardly anybody there. But this one kid, 8-year-old boy, came running up to me, and he wanted to play the bowl so badly. He wanted to, sorry for turning my back. He wanted to play this bowl. And I said, well, this isn't going to break. So I let him play the bowl, and lo and behold, he starts doing this. But he couldn't get it to play because he didn't have the right pressure. But he sat there, and he was only 8 years old, and I asked him, how did he know how to do that? And he said that his teacher at school had one. But then he wanted me to show him every single thing that I had. And he was just, oh. with everything. And all of a sudden, 10 children, and none of them was older than the age of 12, were all around my table listening, and I allowed them to actually tune the forks and listen to them and play the bowl. And their reactions were amazing. Like, I learned so much from those kids because I was witnessing every single child go from a spastic, really bouncing after being on the trampoline, to just being really calm and just wanting to listen to these frequencies and asking me questions about how they work and do they all sound the same. And when I said, no, they don't all sound the same, and then they all wanted to hear every single one of them. And this one girl, she was 10, and she said to me, this is what I want to do when I grow up. And I was like, really? And she goes, this is what I want to do. And I said, well, I really think that you should pursue it. And then she said, how much does it cost? And I was like, well, do you mean for the tools or do you mean for a session? And she goes, for treatment. And I said, it's by donation. It's all by donation. And she goes, I'll be back after lunch. And after lunch, she comes around, she has $1. And she holds up her dollar and she's like, I can pay. Can I have a treatment? And of course you can. You have to have permission from mom, but she got on that table, she had permission, and she had her treatment. And I was watching her on the table. She was just kind of laying there, and all of a sudden her smile just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then she rolled over onto her side when I was done, and she was like, that was awesome. She's like, I think I could take a nap now. And when her mom came over, she said, I can't believe it. She goes, this girl is always so bouncing off the walls all the time. I can't believe that you got her to be quiet. And I said, well, not only was she quiet, but she was really, quote unquote, tuned in. And so she was getting all tuned up and tuned in. And her reaction especially, and the little boy, they taught me so much about how frequencies can work, whether you are a child or whether you are an old person or whether you are someone who is ill on your deathbed, where I have used frequencies on people who were passing. And it just kind of, you could feel the energy in the room kind of calming down, and the person themselves being more at peace, and the family also being at peace. So as a sound healer, a healing arts practitioner, I still do Reiki, of course, and I often infuse all of my tools with Reiki. But what I've found for me is that sound has changed my life, and sound is continuing to change my life, and continuing to change other people's lives. And I am so grateful, and I am so humbled by the reactions that I get from these people who come to me, some of them not expecting very much. You know, they're like, oh, you know, I listen to music all the time. Like, music is wonderful and music is healing and I love music, but it's not frequencies. That's a completely different avenue. So when they listen to the frequencies, some people, they just fall right to sleep and they start snoring as they're around the table. And I'm like, I don't know how you can fall asleep, because in my opinion, that's pretty loud. I would say that's pretty loud. So I don't know how you can fall asleep. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep listening to that.
Wow.
So, but people are falling asleep, and that's when the most of the healing is actually happening, when somebody can get all the way down into that delta or theta area. Because your brain entrains to the frequencies. It's like if you think about when you go to a concert, right? And you go to a heavy metal concert. That energy is like, you know, and you're like jumping up and down and you're moshing and doing, and even the voice like kind of goes like that. But if you go to, let's say, a Grateful Dead concert, or a concert like that, or a harp even, or a symphony. The vibe is completely different because all those energies are different, all those frequencies are different. And so you become carried off, and it influences your emotions and it influences your body. Entrainment is when you are listening to the frequency and suddenly, like this is the Ut solfeggio frequency associated with the root chakra. It is 396 hertz. And when you are listening to this and you listen to it, suddenly your brain and your organs in this area start to entrain to this frequency, and they start to vibrate at that frequency, which is a much more balanced frequency. And all throughout the day, every single human being's body, the frequency is changing all the time by listening to the birds or the rain or the traffic or music or frequencies. So sirens. So when you listen to the frequencies that are actually for your chakras or healthy frequencies, and your brain starts to entrain to that, all of your whole entire body, everything inside your body, all the way down to your bones, starts to vibrate at that frequency and starts to balance out. And that's why you start to feel so much calmer and so much better, because suddenly your body and your being is vibrating at a higher frequency than just trying to stay alive. It's vibrating at the frequency that it's supposed to vibrate at. And there are all kinds of frequencies. There are frequencies that you wouldn't want to listen to. Like if you think about a siren, that doesn't inspire peace. That's like alarm. That's why they call it an alarm. And there's also, if you think about when they are blasting, if you are too close to the blast, you're going to get blasted, and it's going to be from the actual, the detonation. But if you are not what they call the fire in the hole and everybody kind of gets out of the way, they do that because the frequencies come blowing out of the blast zone, but still in the firing zone. And if those frequencies go through you, they can kill you, even though you're not anywhere near where the explosion actually took place, because the frequencies are so strong, they disrupt your cells. So you don't want to be in a frequency like that. That would be a very high frequency. Just like the opposite end, when you have a nice frequency that is going to help your health, that is going to vibrate through your being as well and bring you back to health. So there are frequencies that are not good, and then there are frequencies that are very, very good. You go to the doctor and they rub that thing on you. Ultrasound is frequency. That's another frequency that sends a frequency into your body. That frequency goes like this and sends an image back so the doctor can read what is going on with your baby or your arteries or whatever. That is another way that frequency helps us every day and changes us. I could have been a radiotherapist or whatever they call that, radiologist. That wasn't my calling. My calling is on the spiritual side of that, using frequencies on the spiritual side of the world to help myself, to help others, and to try to bring more balance into the world. Sometimes I'll just play frequencies out on my lanai, just sending them out to the world for peace, for healing, for love. My husband, who, God bless him, he's just a funny man. And I will play frequencies for him, and he'll be like, rah, 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 rah. And I made him get on the table, and I did a technique on him. And I was like, how do you feel? And he was sleeping on that table. And he was like, I'm fine. I don't feel any different. And I was like, okay. And then he got up and he was like, whoa. And I was like, mm-hmm. And then I was like, and you were sleeping? And he was like, no, I wasn't. And I was like, dude, you were snoring. So, I see them change people. So my destiny is to not only be a healer, but it's also to shine light on areas that some people find uncomfortable. Like people find car accidents uncomfortable, myself included. And people find disabilities uncomfortable, myself included. But I am a disabled person. And I've been in a car accident. And these things need to be, people need to see that people who are affected by things like this can recover. And we can still have lives even if we don't make a full recovery. And that we're all the same, whether we are disabled or whether we are completely whole. We are all the same. We're all human beings. And we all have a light inside of us that needs sometimes to be turned on by someone else, because sometimes people forget that they have a light inside of them and they're just going through their life and they forget. And I think it's really important to make sure that light is turned on, and frequencies can do that. Sound healing can do that. Conversation can do that. So my life was changed dramatically when I was hit by the drunk driver. And then it took me, even though all these gifts were happening during that time, I was really angry because I was 34 years old when that happened. I was basically in the prime of my life. I lost the ability to have children. I lost my home. I lost my careers. My friends. I had to move from where I had chosen to live back to Connecticut, where I'm originally from. And it was a really hard time. And I also lost someone who was very close to me. I lost my cousin, who was more like my brother, during that time as well. So it was like a double whammy for the family and myself. And I was very lost, and I was in darkness. And that's when those spiritual people kind of started coming out of the woodwork for me. And I don't know how they heard about me. I don't know how they were sent to me, but they just started showing up. And little by little, each one of them, little by little, just took their little flame and started to light me again, and started to light my torch again, and started to tell Kelley, you're going to be okay. You're going to make it through this. You're going to figure this out, even though I'm still in the Hot Wheels. You're going to figure it out. You're going to be okay. And they all told me too, Kelley, you are still shining so bright. Like, you are so bright. And I didn't feel bright. But they all just kept insisting that I was so bright. And Kelley, and they all said, Kelley, you are here for a reason. And then finally one day I was like, well, hot damn, I must be here for a reason, because I wasn't killed in that accident when I really should have been. And it was a near-death experience. I remember being in the tunnel, and it was really dark in there, but there was all like these little like fairy lights kind of glimmering around, and it felt like being rocked by my grandmother, which is like the best feeling in the world to me. And that was wonderful. And then bam, I was back in my body and just in excruciating pain. But I survived this accident and so many of my other friends and family and these other people told me, you survived something that most other people would have just rolled over and died. And I was like, no, like you can't just roll over and die. Like, you have to live. And they're like, but that's where so many other people said I would not have chosen that. They told me that they would have died, and that you didn't. And that's because you have to go on. You have things that you have to teach this world and gifts that you have to share with other people. You know, I was just like, that's huge. Like, why am I having to do that? Like, why do I have to carry that? Why do I have to go? Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to help anybody. I barely know how to help myself. That's your destiny, Kelley. Your destiny is to help other people. Your destiny is to be a light in the darkness for other people. Your destiny is to be a healer for other, facilitate healing and hold space for other people. Your destiny is not to be a rich, wealthy housewife. Your destiny is not to be a ranch woman. Damn it. Your destiny is to go out and just have a humble life and help everybody else. And when you can tell your story to inspire someone, do it. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been trying to inspire other people, whether they're completely whole and just down on their luck and sad, or whether they're laying in a hospital bed because they got sick or they got hurt. And let them know that things happen in this life and they change you, sometimes inside, sometimes outwardly, sometimes both. But when you're lucky enough to keep going, then you have gifts to share with everybody else. And if you don't share your gift, then you're not doing something right. Because sharing your gift is what really makes the world a better place. It's what changes people inside. When you share a gift without asking anything in return, without expecting, and you're just giving that gift of light. And, maybe some frequencies too. But you're just giving that gift of light to someone. Smiling at someone on the street even. You see a homeless person on the street, or a beautiful woman on the street, or a gorgeous man on the street, or a kid. And you smile at them from your heart. It changes their whole day. And 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that person might be having a really bad day, and they might remember, I was walking down Alii Drive, and that person smiled at me for no reason and made my day. You can also see someone who possibly doesn't even look like they're having a bad day. And they might be having the worst day of their life, and they want to end it. And a kind word, a smile from your heart, looking into their eyes, can save their life. People saved my life because they did that for me. The Reiki masters who worked on me changed me. They gave me hope. They alleviated some pain. And then when I started to go down and really get serious about healing, and really get serious about frequencies, and really get serious about being a shaman, which that's when I kind of realized that everything that has happened to me was for a reason. And it didn't matter. It was going to happen to me because it had to, because I had to be put here in this body, in this life, to make changes for everybody else and myself. So I stayed on my path of destiny no matter how hard it was. And I am walking on that path. I'm walking. So I hope you weren't bored. Thank you so much. I do have a sign-up sheet over there if you want to come to my workshop sound bath. I'll be doing a full sound bath and some tuning fork work. We'll be discussing the frequencies a little bit more. And that's going to be at 1:30 in there. And you're all warmly invited to come and experience that. I have a couple of bumper stickers and business cards over there as well. On every Tuesday at 5:15 in Ocean View, I do a sound bath that's by donation only. And then starting in August, every Sunday in Discovery Harbor, I am doing at 6 p.m. I'm doing a sound bath. That's also by donation only. And I'm working on getting some other setups too. And then on Wednesdays at Ina Estates, I do targeted sound healing it's not a sound bath. I'm using my forks and other instruments. And that's all done intuitively. No session or sound bath is ever the same. Everything is done by intuition. And if I'm sensing something in your auric field that doesn't need to be there, I help to clear that out. If I see something that's coming in for you that's good, I help to try to hurry that along a little bit. And I also do individual treatments out of my house. That's also by donation. And I have a Facebook page, Sypher Soulworks. And there, if you click on the featured tab in Sypher Soulworks, you can see all the services I offer: Reiki, intuitive readings, sound healing, ordained ministership, art therapy, weddings, of course, end-of-life care, and a whole bunch of other things that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. So thank you so much for listening to me. If you have any questions, feel free.
Some people may have questions. You've given us the announcements, which is good. So we got those. If anybody maybe does have a question that would like to know more, I just realized I thought I was the one that was coming out of New Thought, and I've been here before. She'd never been here before, and I thought that I had come up to her and said, "Oh, hello. Who are you?"
She did.
No. I just realized you. No, it wasn't me. I thought it was me. It wasn't. It was her. Evidently, we needed to hear this. No, I just found something out. I've been telling everybody, well, I went up to Kelley and I said hi. No. Kelley somehow had a force that said, hey,
no,
get over here. That's what happened. I just wanted to let everybody know what happened. I got set straight.
And your music is lovely, by the way. I forgot to say that.
Oh, yes.
I was nervous.
And but they don't live. How do you all live in Ocean? So see, how did that get set up? Synchronicity.
Also, what they do during the week. Yeah, this is good.
Quantum vitality.
I don't know what that is.
It's a place all about frequency.
So we do need announcements about. So. Oh, okay. Yes, we do have to do that first. Thank you. And we need the music too with it, and everyone will be. And I guess I can go ahead and give the information. Okay, thank you.
Check. Hey, you're on.
Thank you. I went way off topic.
Song by Bob Marley. In this life, in this life, in this life, in this so sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. In this life, 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 in this so sweet life, we're coming in from the cold. Coming in from the cold. In this life, 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 in this so sweet life, we're coming in from the cold. Coming in from the cold. It's you, it's you, it's you I'm talking to now. It's you, it's you. It's you I'm talking to now. Why do you look so sad and forsaken? When one door is closed, when one door is closed. It's you, it's you, it's you I'm talking to now. Oh, it's you, it's you, it's you I'm talking to now. Why do you look so sad and forsaken? When one door is closed, when one door is closed, now the door is open. Well, why do you look so sad and forsaken? When one door is closed, when one door is closed, many more are open. Well, don't ever let the system get on top of your head again. No, dread, no. Don't ever let the system get you, kill your brother, man. No, dread, no, dread, no. Don't ever let the system get on top of your head again. No, dread, no. Biggest fan you ever did see was once just a baby in this life, 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 in this life. So sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. This life, in 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 this life. So sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. Coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. We're coming in, we're coming in, we're coming in, we're coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. Life is life, this life, in this life, this life, this life. So sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. This life, in 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 this life. So sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. It's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you I'm talking to now. Oh, it's you, it's you, it's you I'm chatting to now. Why do you look so sad and forsaken? When one door is closed, when one door is closed, now the door is open. Well, why do you look so sad and forsaken? When one door is closed, when one door is closed, many more is open. Well, don't ever let the system make you kill your brother, man. No, dread, no. Don't let the system get the top of your head again. No dread, no dread, no. Don't ever let the system make you kill your brother, man. No dread, no. Biggest man you ever did see was once just a baby in his life, 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 in his so sweet life. We're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. In this life, 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 in this life. So sweet life, we're coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. Coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. We're coming in, we're coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in from the cold, coming in from the cold. We're coming in, we're coming in, from the cold. Coming in from the cold. Coming in from the cold.
So now announcements. Every Sunday, we're here at 10 a.m. and we do have live stream on YouTube. We have free childcare if you would get in touch with us before Friday during the week, and we can get that set up, make a reservation by Friday. The next 2 Sundays, we have Craig Villarubia, which is a course in miracles and the practice of forgiveness. Music is by Dick Franklin. And then the 26th is Kayla Harvey, and the topic is to be announced. Music by Lauren Wilkin. Every week we have from 4:30 to 5:30 on Monday, Jinan Wong, our Tai Chi master, and he does Qigong also. The cost is $15 per class and all levels. Don't feel if you haven't done Tai Chi yet, he's going to help you be able to do it. He does very well. On once a month, the fourth Sunday, we have a potluck, and that's going to be on July 26th. Crystal Bowl meditation was this morning, and we will have another one at 9 o'clock 1 month from now, which is the 9th of August. On Sunday today, as Kelley's already mentioned, she's having Surfing the Sound Waves of Healing. And that's from 1:30 to 3:30. And we are going to go to lunch across the parking lot. If I can see a hand of people that will be going for lunch. Good. Well, we have several, and then we'll come back here and have the class. Monday, on the 20th, a week from tomorrow, is going to be a prayer team meeting, Arliss Dudley Cash, and that's from 3 to 4. An optional donation. Saturday, the 15th of August, is Anna Gensel, who's doing community drumming and Sacred Garden Journey Circle. That's from 9:30 to 12, and it's $20 to $40 sliding scale, and she's very good. We made our drums with White Eagle, and now we're using them. And announcements.
We have a Cobb House concert coming up next Saturday. So on our property in Ocean View, we'd actually love to have you sometime as well. We built a Cobb House, and we started a series called Cobb House and next Saturday is a tea ceremony with a Chinese string instrument called the guzheng. And this brother Freely and his partner Amanita, they will be hosting a beautiful experience. And so if you guys are interested, it is by reservation because we have limited seating. And this is a series we do just about every month. So please, if you want to know more about that, we can put you on the email list. And then just wanting to mention Kona Quantum Vitality is a place in Kona which has frequency devices like the light system, the biocharger, the PEMF mat, the bio well, and the far infrared sauna. And then we also host cacao ceremonies, satsangs, sound baths, sound healing. And that would be something that we would love to have you as well be part of that. And anyone that is a practitioner or a facilitator that's interested in doing something there, It's a pretty new center. It was opened almost a year ago. And me and Atis, we both work there as well as we facilitate workshops there also. And then I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No, I think you covered it all, actually. Yeah. I see what you did there.
Nice one,
I
nice
see what you
one.
did there. And also with the tea ceremony, it's traditional tea ceremony, Chinese tea ceremony, and she's also doing acupressure, if you want to, and qigong as well. So it's music. It will be 5 to 7 p.m. in Ocean View, Saturday, July 18th.
And we need to make a reservation.
Yes. Yeah.
It is, yes, yes.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it's right underneath the bike shop.
Announcements. Then we will form a circle and be able to use the information.
That's all blue.
Thank you.
Yeah, mine is too. That one's even more, it sounds like. E Hawaii e ukole hanae ku home kula iwine oli no au ina pono lani au e Hawaii aloha e haoli na opi o Hawaii ne oli e mai na ahe makani pa mai ne mau ke aloha no Hawaii e haoli na opi o Hawaii ne oli e mai na ahe makani pa mai ne mau ke aloha no Hawaii mau ke aloha no Hawaii. One more time. Mau ke aloha no Hawaii. Hey, good to see you too. How are you?
Oh, my husband died.
Even though I chopped it way back, the bottom is still so thick. I can't get it off the roots.